While you're at it, here's 5 reasons to start and try Kings of War. It's simple to learn, and you even need about 1 turn to get it going. After that turn you will be able to play by yourself, don't look at the rules anymore, and basically take a look at the sheets which you are using for each combatant or each troop unit or whatever. Magic phase is pretty easy, so about 1 turn you will get it just right for the next turn, and the games after that will be easy as... well, what is easy? The game is insanely balanced. This means that no matter what army you play, and I mean no matter what army you play, not even the goblins, not even the orcs, not even the elves, everything is really balanced because everything is based on the same methods and ways you should play, only it has a different flavor to it, and some are better than others in close combat and the other ones are better at ranged. Even then, it's still insanely balanced. If you lose, it's your own fault. It's not the fault of the army, it's not the fault of whatever you're doing. It's the opponent which is really better. Rule number 3. You can use all the minis. You can use all the minis from the competition. You can use all the minis from different games. And if you're playing friendly matches, you can use all the minis you want, even Lego puppets. There have been stick armies, there have been match armies, there have been do I know what kind of armies. If your friends are okay with it, then it's okay. Do whatever you like. If you're on tournament play, well, they appreciate it if you bring at least 75% of the army consisting of Mantic miniatures. All the armies are in 1 rulebook and 1 expansion only. So the Uncharted Empires brings everything you have which isn't in the rulebook, and the rulebook already has about 25 to 26 armies. The rest, well, you just can't use or need to adapt by it. But there is so many armies in the rulebooks already that you are having, I assume that you're already having trouble with building the armies the way they are. There is so much, and even Mantic doesn't have all the miniatures for all the armies already in the rulebook. They're still coming in. Need to get myself more coffee. You can make little dioramas from your bases with just a little bit less miniatures. So when you're buying a starter box and you're just playing between friends, you can divide it by 2 and make bigger armies of it. It's called multi-basing. Multi-basing is a form of play where you have, by tournament standards, where you have just half of a unit plus 1. So that means if a troop, which is consisting of about 10 miniatures, if that is divided by 2, you get 5 miniatures, plus 1 is 6 miniatures, and then it's competition ready. If you're just playing among friends, you could easily assume that you can just take half of the army and then use the other half on another multi-base. So that means 1 troop becomes 2 troops, 1 horde becomes 2 hordes, 1 legion becomes 2 legions. Like I said, tournament-wise, half or just one step down of the footprint. That's a big thing. And put 1 on extra. And then of course there are some extras which are making the game really good and really immersive for the rest of the players and the players around the world. The fluff the game has is made up by the players itself. That means when there is a summer campaign, just like they did in 2017, you will be shaping the state of the world on itself. This means that there was a book, yes, there was a little expansion book, and that book was, sorry, the coffee is annoying me right now. The book was into making new fluff. It was about the armies of good versus the armies of evil, and the armies of evil came from a rift, the abyssals, which are at home in that rift, spawned out, and we're trying to take the world of Mantica with the rest of the armies of evil. So that's the undead, the abyssal dwarves, the orcs, the goblins, and everything about that. They were just taking over the world, and then there were two kind of players, and that was the good and the evil players, which registered their efforts onto a big website sponsored by the Beast of War. And the outcome of that is being written in the new books. In 2018 they're going to do it exactly the same with Warpath and Dead Zone, and this is going to shape the world of Mantica and the world of the GCPS universe, the Warpath universe. So yeah, there's just one more rule, and that's free rules online for everything you need and everybody. You can download them from various sites, but the main site you can download them from is manticgames.com. So be sure to check out there, get yourself a profile or an account, and download the rules you need. If it's The Walking Dead, I don't care. If it's Kings of War, you can do it. But the Kings of War rules are really immersive. But if you need the army lists or anything, you can use easyarmy.com, or you can use the book. Yes, you can also buy books. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon. Have a nice time, and do consider getting yourself into not Games of War, Kings of War, because it's an awesome game. Looks easy on the outside, but it's really tough on the inside. Speak to you soon. Have a nice day, and may the dice be forever in your favor. Yes, I was looking at my cup of coffee. Bye bye.